Hello and welcome to this video. This is the video on ratio lesson 3. This is our lesson 3 on ratio, and in this lesson we are going to talk about simplifying ratio. How to simplify ratio. Now, what is the meaning of simplifying ratio? This means making complex ratio as simple as possible, or in this output, or expressing them in the lowest form or lowest term. So when you are given a complex ratio and you are asked to simplify it, that is how to simplify. That means simplifying ratio. Now we have the following example to solve. Number one says simplify 120 ratio 400. So we have 120 ratio 400. How do you go about that? The simplification, you can look for number that can divide these two numbers. But before then, we have 0 at both ends. So this 0 can cancel this 0. That gives us 12 ratio 40 left. Then what can go again? 2 can go into this number. 2 into 12 is 6. And 2 into 40 is 20. Also, 2 can still go again. 2 into 6 is 3. And 2 into 20 is 10. So we're having 3 ratio 10 is the answer. Is the simplest form of that ratio. Then number 2 says simplify 1 over 4 ratio 2 and half. We are having 1 over 4 ratio 2 and half. Now, anytime you are dealing with a mixed fraction or a mixed number in a ratio, the first is to convert the mixed numbers into improper fraction. So we are having 1 over 4 here. Then we're going to convert this to an improper fraction. But how do you do that? You multiply these 2 by these 2 plus this one. 2 plus 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So we are having 5 over the denominator, which is still 2. Then we are having 1 over 4 ratio 5 over 2. How do you go about that now? So we are going to do cross multiplication. How do you do that? Multiply this 2 here, this one here by this 2. That's I'm going to have 1 times 2 ratio 4 times 5. 4 times 5. That gives us 2 ratio 20. Then now we are now having no whole numbers. We can now simplify by division. What do we do now? What can go to this number is 2. 2 into 2 is 1, and 2 into 20 is 10. So we are having 1 ratio 10 as our final answer. Then number 3 here it says simplify 0.2 ratio 1.42. So we are having 0.2 ratio 1.42. This gives us, the first thing to do is to convert this number to fraction. This is going to give us a 2 over 10 in fraction. That is the ratio. And then this one is going to give us 142 over 100. Then the next thing to do is to cross multiply. So and then we're not going to have 2 multiplied by 100. That's going to give 2 times 100 ratio 142 times 10. This will give us 200 ratio 100 1420. So now we can now simplify this now. 0 will cancel 0. Now 2 can divide these numbers. 2 into, we are left with 20 ratio 142. 2 into 20 is 10. And 2 into 142, first of all, 2 into 14 is 7, and 2 into 2 is 1. So we are having 10 ratio 71. 71 is a prime number, so nothing can divide this number again. So this is the simplest form of that ratio. Then we also have further example on simplifying ratio. This here we have number 4 that says Eleojo ate 2/3 of an apple, and Eneljo ate half of his. Express their consumption in ratio as simple as possible. Now we are going to express this. We have 2 people here that consume an apple. First we have Eleojo, that is going to be in ratio to Eneljo. So Eleojo consumed 2 over 3, 2/3 of her apple, and Eneljo consumed half of his. Then they say we should express this consumption, their consumption, as ratio as simple as possible. That means we're going to simplify this ratio. So what we're going to have now is go. How do you simplify fraction? Is by cross multiplying them. So these 2 multiplied by that by these 2, we're going to have 2 times 2 ratio 3 times 1. 3 times 1. This gives us 2 times 2 is 4, and then 3 times 1 is what? 3. So this is the rate of the consumption of the apple. So energy consumed 4 energy ratio energy is 4 ratio 3. Also, we have number 5 that says express 1.5 and 3 1/3 as ratio as simple as possible. We want to express this and this as ratio. That's going to have a 1.5 ratio 3 1/3. Now, let us express this number in improper fraction. That's going to give us 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. That is 3 over 2 ratio. Here, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 1, 10. We're going to have 10 over 3. Now, what do you do next now? So, cross multiply. You multiply 3 times 3 ratio 2 times 10. This gives us 9 ratio 20. Actually, nothing can divide this number, so that is the answer in the lowest 10. And then finally, we have number 6 here, simplify 0.04 ratio 1, 4 over 100. So we are having 0.04 ratio 4 over 100. Obviously, we are going to convert this decimal to fraction. How do you do that? That is going to give us 4 over 100 ratio 4 over 100. Then cross multiply, you're going to have 4 times 100 is 400, and 4 times 100 is going to be 400. So we are having 400 divided by 400, or 400 ratio 400. So by the time you express it, that is this 0 cancels 0, this will cancel this. So we are having 4 ratio 4, which is the same as 4 over 4, and that gives us 1. So if you solve this, you are going to have either 4 ratio 4, or finally we are having 1 as the final answer. Thank you. This is how to simplify ratio. Join us in the next video on ratio, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell for further videos. Thank you.